Hey, welcome to the Seven Fragrance Frequency podcast with me, Iona Meade at Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. And so today is Sunday. It is Financial Freedom Sunday in my world. And today's theme and topic, we're going to be talking about soul clients and financial freedom, manifesting financial freedom, whatever that figure looks like for you. But we have a Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge. And I love it. And so we do our Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge vibrationally first, so all week. We're balancing our light work and our lifestyle and visualizing and journaling, setting intentions and expressing gratitude. And today's the day where we have to spend all of our vibrational money voucher. So over 50 days, I give you the challenge of committing to living an intentional life, 49 days of living intentionally, setting your soul's intentions. And then at the same time, banking 50K in 50 days vibrationally first, being and believing that we can actually do this. And I want to say that I share my highs, my successes, my lows, my journey so far, like journaling. This is my video journal. I talk about visualizing and journaling, and this is my practice, right? Every single day. I turned it into a YouTube podcast, and I want to share it with you, and hopefully you'll share your journey with me as well. And so I want to say that my what's going on for me right now in terms of the financial freedom and soul clients, right? And I look back over this last week and see what's manifesting according to the big vision and soul mission that I have every single day on the welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. Every single day on the YouTube podcast, what we do for the seven freedoms, we look at where we are going with it, and financial freedom and soul clients go together as a spiritual business owner. So I have posted my vision board challenge, which starts tomorrow, my annual vision board challenge. It starts tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. UK time. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to have a vision board party, but we're going to have a vision board party all week. And so I posted in the Women Helping Women Entrepreneurs Facebook group, I'm hosting a vision board party, just getting ringing in my ears. Ooh, confirmations. Again, let me know where you're watching from, and if I can see your comments. This is streaming all out on the socials on my YouTube channel, and it is streaming out on within the Soul Legacy Academy. I'm the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy for my students. So within the group, within that group, I posted, hosting a vision board party and a Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge. And literally hundreds of people said, yes, I'm interested, because we're finishing 2024, and that's why I do my annual challenge at this time of year, right? And so I have a vision, right? And then we reflect back on our vision and see what we did in each of the areas of the seven freedoms, and set the intentions, the soul's intentions, not just a New Year's resolution, to raise our vibration so we can manifest, right? More light work and lifestyle balance. So within all of these comments, hundreds, one person said, are you kidding? Bank 50K in 50 days, are you kidding? And I'm like, no, dude, I'm not kidding. Like, just because, and I don't know what essence it was like, are you kidding? Like, I'm in, or are you kidding? Like, what are you trying to say? It's a challenge, and we do it here at the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, journaling it and being in vibrational harmony with it, right? And so, and trying it on and seeing, the soul guided action steps that we need to take. And so I just got a message. And so I'm like, people can do that in an hour. People can do that in a day. People can do that in a week. People can do that in a month. Do you know what I mean? The Bank 50K in 50 days, I said, yeah, like I've done my own challenge. I actually enrolled 32K in 37 days. I didn't finish my own challenge at the time of when I was developing it. But all that looked like for me was doing challenges, like I'm doing the vision board challenge, and doing my masterclass, and having enrollment calls to something that was really of value, and making an offer. And so I had 20 something calls, 5 people I said no to getting on a call. So I got on a call. This is financial freedom and soul clients, right? Got on a call, made an offer, and I had an 85% conversion rate. So imagine getting on like 25 calls, say, and you've got a 25% conversion rate. The idea over 50 days is you don't get something for nothing. You work with your soul clients and you offer what I call 50 breakthrough sessions that serve, meaning you just serve the next 50 people in front of you that you know that you can add value. Don't be attached to the outcome. Get an exchange of an energy exchange of a video testimonial because you've served them. And those that want to move forward with you, they get an opportunity and you make a no-brainer offer. And so it's like bank 50K and 50 days. Yeah, if you were to do it works out 50 breakthrough sessions that serve. It works out at 7-ish calls per week for 7 weeks. You could do 7 calls, right? And then and serve 50 people, because people don't usually have a plan. And when you say if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. This is Soul Clients and Financial Freedom Sunday on the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast. And so, yeah, if you don't have a plan and you don't know what you're doing and you're not actually doing the most soul client income generating activities in your business, and you're doing all the busy work and have to be on socials, scrolling up and down, all the things, 7 calls in a week, whether it's a half an hour call or an hour call, and then a follow-up call like that. I didn't even do follow-up calls at that point, but I teach to do as you bust your chops and you're doing the sessions. Like, we don't even say to somebody, enroll right now on that call, because nobody wants to be sold to and everybody hates the sales call. Don't do clarity calls, don't do sales calls, and do not do strategy calls at all. I don't do it. I don't make a stand for them. They're icky. And so I did enrollment calls and I did breakthrough sessions. So if you serve 50 people and you made them an offer at the end of serving them and giving them deep transformation, your soul clients, potential soul clients, do you think that people are going to want to work with you? Of course. If you're in business as a spiritual entrepreneur and as a light worker, we have soul contracts to fulfill. And that soul contract isn't just us. It's a soul contract with the people that we're here to serve, because we're born to serve, right? We don't have that vision without, like, let me know who you are and where you're watching from. We don't have that vision of serving and creating a business without solving a problem, without adding transformation, and without actually enrolling and selling our services, without selling our soul. Like, otherwise it's not actually a business. And so when the person said, are you kidding? I'm like, wow, this is how far I've come. So I just put a concise answer underneath that. And again, I'm not trying to give people quick fixes. I'm not trying to say, well, if you don't do any work, 50 people will want to come up and sign up with you, or do whatever, have a conversation with you, and then you'll just bank this 50K. No, it takes work. It takes a lot of work, actually. And the way that I teach to do the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge, and the 1-page model that I have, which is in my book now. My book came today. I'm going to do an official unboxing. So just let's pretend that we don't have a box. My book came, the proof of my book. And inside the book, I'm just absolutely in awe of it. Can I flip it? I can't flip through. Hang on. It's called Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch, a soul-guided influence compass to leverage your light work and lifestyle on YouTube. This is me doing that. So inside the book is my 1-page plan that I show you. Don't know what page it's on, so I have to actually note the page that it's on. But that's the 1-page plan for the soul clients. And when you position yourself as an author and an authority with value, this then becomes a spiritual business success planner. And so I walk through the whole process. So it's not just, get on one-on-one calls. The way that I teach is to create passive and leverage soul client income streams around your book, right? And so there is a way to do it. And when we don't know what we don't know. And so Financial Freedom Sunday is the day where we just reflect back on this last week. And so reflect back from this week, last Sunday to this Sunday. How are you feeling? On the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, we talk about elevating our vibration, right? And so, and vision boarding. If we have a vision and we don't believe that we can manifest it, makes no sense. Create a new vision that is believable for you over this next year. And so when we think about the Bank 50K in 50 days, it's not just, or I want the money, because we're not driven by the money as spiritual entrepreneurs and light workers. We know this. However, the cost of living is making light workers and spiritual entrepreneurs shift in their focus and just be like, whoa, try living without any money. Try doing that, huh? You know, you've got to have it to pay your bills and all the things. And so we're doing this in a way that you can contribute in a deep way, being in service, working one-to-many, having passive income streams, not trading time for money. As light workers and spiritual entrepreneurs, if we don't like think about the model that we're creating, like we don't want to work a job, don't want to be told what to do, then building a business, but building a business just working one-on-one is just another job. And it's a job that you don't even get holiday pay from or a pension. And it's a job where if you don't work, you don't get paid. So is that a smart move? I don't think so. The model is flawed. And so when we look at like creating a business model around and having passive income streams and working group, then we don't have a ceiling on our income. And we can really do great things, and we can focus on tithing and focus on conserving our energy and not doing the 9 to 5 and the groundhog days and the mundane life, because we're so creative. It just doesn't resonate. Does it resonate with you? Let me know, because it doesn't with me. And so I'm like, okay, how do I create this? And having this, having this in my hands, having written it, formatted it, and published it, I'm like, holy, absolutely moly. I literally do not know how I did it, but it feels amazing. It feels beautiful. And having that on my vision board, I literally had that on my vision board. And I'm like, I got my Fiverr guy to create the image. And yeah, I just am in love with it. I've got to get a new copy, because this has got the resale, not for resale, so it actually ruins it's got the band around it, so it ruins the actual, all the title and stuff. But and it's such a beautiful size, actually. My niece looked at it today and she's like, it's thick. It says a lot. I'm like, yep, it does. It says a heck of a lot. Like, thanks to Amazon, they were able to write the book. So I don't even know whether the mat is the right finish to do, because I've got greasy hands and now the book is greasy. So that's not really clever, is it? So I might not do the mat. I'm not sure. I might do a white clean. I'm not sure. But I love it. Absolutely love it. I think I will keep it the mat. It just feels really nice. Yeah, it feels like leathery. Anyway, I'm basking in my book. Sorry. So I forgot my train of thought. So yeah, it can be done. It's a beautiful model. I had a model at the time where I was enrolling co-authors into my co-author book series, and I was like, actually, I'm not going to be able to do that and sustain that. So I had to pause the model, tweak it. And now I have my spiritual bit. So to go with the book, the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Masterclass and the Bank 50K in 50 Days Challenge. So I have the vision board challenge, and I had all of my experiences on the vision board challenge, from my contribution freedom, my health freedom, my emotional freedom, my environmental freedom, my relationship freedom, spiritual freedom, and financial freedom. I didn't want to leave any area of my life and business and my light work and my lifestyle out. And so I was able to create this vision of, when we put things on our vision board, that's why we're banking the 50K in 50 days, to experience what is on our vision board. Does that make sense? Like, to be in vibrational alignment, like, nobody's going to come along and give you all of the things. And why should they? So that you can live your life on your vision board. You are a powerful manifester. You can manifest. You can elevate your vibration. You can believe it. I love it. Anyway. All right. So let's dive in. So I guess, the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast, each segment, there's 8 segments. And so again, we'll visualize together, we'll set soul intentions together, your next soul guided action steps. It's a very practical daily podcast, YouTube podcast, and I repurpose it, I'll strip it out. And and put it on the podcast platform so you can listen. And people say to me, I could listen to you all day. And I'm like, really? I hated my voice at one point. I was like, oh gosh, it sounds awful. And now people say, I could listen to you all day. They can feel my energy. So yeah, strip it out into an audio. So if you're listening to this, thank you. So, oh, thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. I really appreciate that. Let me know where you are. I can see that's on Facebook, a Facebook love. Let me know who you are. Really appreciate it. So the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, the first segment is about how you feel. So if nobody's asked you today, how do you feel? How do you feel around your finances, your financial freedom, and how do you feel around your soul clients and working with your soul clients? Are you, between last Sunday and this Sunday, how many soul clients have you made an offer to? How many? I've had one for me because I got on one call, right? But because I'm working on the project. But how many? Well, I'm making an offer every single day, but I got on one call, which was the most epic call because I'd done the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge before, and I've been writing the book and I've been doing all the back end of the stuff. And then I'm like, let me just put this out there. And the first call I got on was absolutely epic, like absolutely in alignment with becoming a student and becoming a co-author in the co-author book series. So, there's a limited number of co-authors, but again, the financial freedom and soul clients, it's not about the money. We know it's not about the money, it's about the service. But if we are just giving everything away for free as a light worker and a spiritual entrepreneur, we know that the energy exchange of that is not cool. And people don't do the work. And people say that they're like, yeah, you want to have and this makes me laugh as well. You want to have clients that high-end clients. I don't believe in calling people high-end clients or low-end client because that means you're a low-end client. Like, what is that? But a high ticket program, whatever it is, sell into that and sell it for like 50K or 10K months or whatever the rubbish. I'm not saying it is rubbish, but just the trend of you've got to do this to have a 10K month and charge people a ridiculous amount that you don't even believe in and you can't even deliver the service anyway. It's not that for us. And so when we're thinking about banking 50K in 50 days, it's like, okay, how many soul clients do I need to make an offer to and be on a call with or enroll in a masterclass or whatever that is, whatever your funnel is. I've got the high paying soul client funnel formula, working one to many. How many people have you worked with this week or spoken to and said, hey, this is what's coming up. I've got a launch coming. I've got the book launch coming. I've got the vision board launch coming. And that's annually the vision board. Like, what have you done between last Sunday and this Sunday to set yourself up and your business up to work with your soul clients and creating passive income streams and leverage income streams and your book, if you've got a book or relaunching your book or whatever it is. Like, when you look back, is there a complete gap and a missing in action? Like, there's my vision. I want to make a difference in the world. I want to replace my annual income. I don't want to do this soul-sucking day job, night job, whatever, rely on a spouse or government assistance. What have you actually done over the last 7 days? Like, really look at it, really give yourself like, a reflection. And then for whatever reason, and if you're doing amazing, yay, high vibe, well done. Like, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know and give yourself like, yes, but if you haven't, what can you do over this next week? And how you feel about your finances and how you feel about your soul clients, how you feel about working with your soul clients, and how you feel about how you're going to enroll, what kind of conversations, and how you feel about being in service is going to directly impact your bank balance. It's going to directly impact. I might have to go. Mizzy, go on. Mizzy, go on. Mizzy, go on out. Mizzy, I've got to. Oh no, they're going to start barking. Right. 1 second. I will be back. Come on. When you have, in the middle of a live stream, apologies. Not my dogs, they're my niece's dogs. So when you, well, I'm live. When you think, when people say I'm doing lives, I'm doing blah blah blah, and I just show up raw and real. So lost my train of thought completely. But yeah, you know, we're not driven by the money. We want to be in service. What are we going to do? So how do you feel about being in service? How do you feel about your business? How do you feel about what I call it an enrollment spot? I'm hoping that the dogs don't do that. Um, we rate our vibrational frequency between a 1 and an 11. 1 is feeling in soul funk around your finances and your soul clients, not knowing who they are and what you can do directly to serve them. I say aligning your movement, your message, and your money. And 11 is like high vibing, like love it, like everything's dropping in. You're on that path, you know you're on that path, you know you're taking the steps. It might be taking a little bit longer than what you'd like, but you know like where you're going and how you need to fill this in. So 1 on an 11. For me, I'm in at 11. Like getting my book today, like literally having my book delivered today, is amazing. My heart was just pounding and pounding. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have a learning dyslexia, and I wrote this book, I edited it, I formatted it, and I published it like single-handedly. I didn't outsource anything. And I'm like, wow, if I can do it, you can do it. Absolutely. But the way that I teach you to write your book, and I have spaces in my mastermind to birth books. And again, the call that I got on this week was an author who'd already published her book, but with a publishing house, and hadn't got exactly what she needed to build a business around it and work with her soul clients, if that makes sense. So I will be inviting you guys in to birth your own book or relaunch your book and create it around your business. And so the way that I teach you to write your book is to position yourself as an author and authority, but also to put your services, your, hey love, how you doing? Let me know who you are and where you are. Thank you for joining me. So it says Facebook user, but thank you for being here with me. So spiritual YouTubers from scratch, the way that I teach you to write your book, it's for your readers, it's for your book readers. This is me speaking to you in this book. And it's only because I was able to do my Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge and offer those breakthrough sessions and understand who it was that I am here to serve, or who it is that I'm here to serve, and have a conversation with them, is why I'm able to have a clear conversation with you, and then take that same conversation and put it into the book. Hi, Yasmin. How you doing? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate that. So yesterday for the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, if you're completely new to me, don't know if you've watched any of these lives. I'm live every single day talking about, we're journaling and we're visualizing. We're going to do the vision board party as of tomorrow. Would love to have you on. I'm able to speak with you because I've been in service, and because I've actually had those conversations, and because I've done stuff on the back end, built my spiritual business on the back end, and being able to write a book that speaks to the reader is a very different experience. Thank you. This is awesome. Oh, thank you, love. Oh, that means the world to me. Yesterday was relationship freedom. No, it was spiritual freedom. Saturday, Fridays is relationship freedom. You just caught me. Thank you so much. I've been doing this at random times. To be honest, I went out like last night. I had a date. I had a hot date, a very hot date, and it was lovely. And so it's like so I just decided to do that at this time. So it's really nice that you jumped on with me. So let me know if you've written a book. Let me know if you have a podcast. Let me know if this is to like call in your soul tribe. Let me know if you have started a YouTube channel or you want to. You have a passive income stream. You have a course, a VIP day, group coaching. You have the most important thing for Financial Freedom Sunday is aligning your movement, your message, and your money, having an enrollment spot. And most people don't. And on my masterclass with the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge, I share what that enrollment spot looks like. That's my enrollment spot. It's a 4-hour free training, which offers so much value. Speaking to, serving, and signing up your high paying soul clients online. And it's a formula. There's a one page and it's a formula that feels amazing. And when you write your book, this is my journaling challenge. So when you write your book, you have a companion journal to go along with it. So you've got a space to continually speak to your readers. So this here is a space for me to speak to my readers, and I absolutely love it. Hang on. You just created a Facebook group. Did you? Let me know what the Facebook group is. I'd love to support you. And I share with you how to create your Facebook group in a way that is around challenges, and not a Facebook challenge, a YouTube challenge, because we repurpose the YouTube challenge. So you give people value and create that sense of community. And my vision board challenge is annually. And so then when I go out and I get featured and I'm talking in the book, I mention everything that I'm doing because I know where I'm going to be when I'm going to be there. It's just such a beautiful dance. So I'm really happy that you've created your Facebook. Yeah, the date was hot. So, wait a minute. You've written a book a million years ago. This is the thing. So the lady that I got on the call with had written a book. It was 7 or 8 years ago, and she hadn't done much with it. And I know that it's a really beautiful book. I read some of the reviews for it. I just got the essence of it. And what I've done is I've created what's called the Spiritual Entrepreneurs Best-Selling Book Launch Club. So if you have your book and you want to re-promote it, if you got it to number one, if you want some support in getting it to number one, or if you've got a different book inside of you, come over to that, because I'm going to launch this officially, because this is the proof copy, on the 20th of December in memory of my brother. So written a book a million years ago, it needs work. Does it? Yeah, that's why I wrote that again. I wrote this, edited it, formatted it, and published it myself, having learning dyslexia. And this book, I launched it on Amazon and got it to number one in 7 days in 7 categories without writing it, without writing the manuscript. I launched it on pre-order and I gave myself a whole year to write it. So there's a way to work on it while you earn as well. So thank you for that. And again, this is Financial Freedom Sunday, but doing it in a way where your book leads your business. So Yasmin says, I love to script into my new me. Yes, that's it. Like scripting, I call it soul speaking into existence. This is me. This was on my vision board. I put it on my vision board. I set the intention to be a number one bestseller selling author. I'm already anyway, so I'm 4th-time number one bestselling author with co-author books. And I'm like, I didn't know how it was going to happen, and now it's happened, and I'm like, oh, I want to share it. My group is called High Achievers Portal. It's really new. Yes, love it. High Achievers, let's bring it. Absolutely would love to support you in that. The book is my story and how I healed myself from acute. Did you say heart disease? Whoa. Oh, kudos to you. Wow. Congratulations. Times a million. Thank you. I have an imagination box. It's cool. Oh, wow. I'd love all of those ideas with the vision board challenge and the spiritual business vision board challenge. This is Financial Freedom Sunday, but on Monday we talk about your contribution. On Tuesdays we talk about your health, and Wednesdays your emotions. Thursdays is environment. Fridays is relationship. Then we have spiritual freedom on Saturday, and then financial freedom. So we break down each area of your life, and then we put it back together again to have that light work and that lifestyle balance. So all of these things, especially with the health, can support you. Did you? Yeah, I read it, but I'm like, wow. It's like, wow. So all of those areas, we're really looking after ourselves while you're setting up your group, while you're calling in your soul tribe for your group. We want to be high vibe. We don't want to be in that fear, because it's a low vibrational frequency. So, how do you feel? Again, we rate between a 1 and 11. Sally said, congratulations on my book. Thank you, Sally. Yasmin says the box takes it through each area and the senses and further. Awesome. Come and add your energy, and see the process that's laid out. And are you going to do that in your group as well then for the high achievers? I tested it out at the community center. Did you? I'd love to hear about it. Absolutely love to hear about it, because I didn't create vision boards, but the way that I do it, and to create my business around this process and then give to others. So that brings me to the next segment of how we're feeling is what we're going to manifest. So how we feel about our finances, and how we feel about working with, yes, yeah, co-creation is a dance. I love joint vision partnerships, and if we have a joint vision, and just, yeah, absolutely, yeah, we have the community as well to come together. Absolutely. We add a signature spirit. Yes. Oh, I'm just going to pause right there and hold space for that. Yeah. Yeah. We add a signature spirit. Wow. Because people go, I do what you do, and you don't do what I do. You might do a similar, but we can't do what each other does. Do you know what I mean? We add our signature spirit. That is beautiful. And the signature spirit, and that them working with our soul clients and creating a business from that is magical. And I'd love to know the areas that you are, just love it. A Financial Freedom Sunday, all of this came about for me going through a spiritual awakening and going through a dark night of the soul, and using visualization, using vision boards, and using journaling. And then I've created a whole entire business around it. So, it's just beautiful. Welcome. Let me know where you guys are watching from, tuning in from. Again, this is Financial Freedom Sunday. It's about working with your soul clients. We're not driven by the money, but we know the cost of living. And actually, when we fear or we repel the money, we as light workers, as spiritual entrepreneurs, we're vibrating at the lowest frequency on the planet. We feeling guilty about having money, feeling fearful about selling, feeling fearful about success, and feeling fearful about failure. There's always going to be failure along the way to success. No, we lived differently, and we have our own magic. Absolutely. I am so appreciative. Yeah, of course. Of course. I just asked Source, and I am aligned. Really? Did you just about every person that I ever work with speaks out loud, and then I show up. They ask out loud. I've got testimonials of people saying I asked out loud, and then I show. Yeah. And if you've written your book many moons ago, it's just bringing all of that umbrella in. So the Vision Board Challenge, again, it's the second week of December annually at 7:30 p.m. UK time. You'll see it on my YouTube channel at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. You'll see replays. For the last time I did it was in July, but I will do it just annually, and it's for students as well. So if you're watching this in the Soul Legacy Academy, I have a 2-hour monthly call that talks about each of these areas as a group call. It's called the Seven Freedoms Frequency Call Engine. And that's exactly it, Yasmin, as well. Like, I do these daily lives. It's around my book, but I also have a group call, which is monetized. So this is for you. This is for me, but it's also for my students. I love repurposing absolutely everything. And again, this is streaming into my group as well. So I love that. Yasmin says, tag me. I don't want to miss you. It feels fun. It's gonna be so much fun. I will. So much fun. A whole week of breaking down our life and just doing the most. Like, just, yeah, just breathing in. I love it. You're a newbie? Are you? Yes. Everything. This is called Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch, newbie. A soul guided influencer's compass to leverage your light work and lifestyle on YouTube. So you know how you get Facebook challenges? People go do a Facebook challenge in your group, pop up, pop down. I'm like, nah, dude, do a YouTube challenge so you can repurpose it and do it annually, so you don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over again. You call in your soul tribe, and they come along that journey. So no matter when they come across you, you let them know, like I just did, we've got a replay, and actually it's live, blah, blah, blah. And that's a way to have people come into your enrollment spot. I use timelines. Do you? And jump. Do you? Now it has to feel aligned. Exactly. So, vision board challenge. The next segment for this Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, because I want to respect your time, is visualizing and asking yourself, as the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy, I'll put that book down and I'll pick up my journal, because this is what we're doing. I'm going to pull a card at the end. This is the Soul Legacy Journal, Spiritual Awakening Stories of 365. Or 365 Days of Your Spiritual Awakening Story, the co-author book series is called that. It's called a co-created soul path to spiritual alchemy for light workers. So when we're journaling, we want to set those intentions. And as the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy, I'm like, how do you want to launch your day, morning routine? How do you want to lead your day, daily routine? And how do you want to leave your day, nighttime routine? So when we break down each of the areas, again, it's about lifestyle, because we're doing our light work, but our lifestyle depends on it. And so I'm banking that 50K in 50 days, or just having that soul client income, so we can have that lifestyle and we can have that time freedom, right? And that energy freedom. So what does your day look like in balance? Like, if you were to have that financial freedom, how would your days change? And in order for that to manifest, like you've said, with your system, in order for that to manifest, before it manifests, you've got to script it out or speak it out into existence, or just be in alignment with it. If you're not in alignment with it, it won't manifest. And it's not me. It's not me that made that up. It has to stream from source, not other. Yes. So I talk about that. It's soul guidance. And this is the downloads that I got. And I say it's a soul guided influencer's compass. So it's not just an influencer, it's source, it's soul guidance, it's following that, journaling, doing our things, and walking our talk every single day. So I love that. Yes. I created myself that last summer. A journal, or just the stream. I created myself last summer. I created my new self. Oh, sorry. Created my new self last summer. Did you? I love that. I'm really looking forward to hearing your process, Jasmine. Thank you. So, how you want to launch your day, lead your day, and leave your day. Is it in alignment? And are you doing it with ease, grace, and flow? That's why I say that's that guidance. And so if you're not, the next segment of the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast is about what are the 1 to 3 soul guided action steps that you can take to align it. So if it's based around, like, every day we do this and see, like, hold ourselves accountable every week. So for Contribution Freedom Monday will be tomorrow, and then I'll look back of how I'm contributing. Tuesday, I'll look back of where I'm looking after myself and my mental health, my emotional health, my spiritual health, my financial health, all environmental health, all physical health, all the things, emotional health. Wednesdays, we'll look back at emotions. Thursday, we'll look back at our environment, how we're keeping it, how we're traveling, what we teach, all the things. And then relationships, look back at our relationships and reflect, then set intentions. Spirituality, that connection, and finances, right? And so what are the 1 to 3 things that you can do to collapse that, to bridge that gap from what you envision to actually what it's going to take to manifest that in your business, and set that intention to do those things over this next week? 1 or 3 things that is going to move your finances and have you work with your soul clients. Yasmin says, I boxed, exercised, sewed, membership of St. Dave's. I don't know that one. Yasmin says, ease. He says, yes, and a star. Thank you. So that's what we're doing every single day. This is a YouTube podcast, but it's practical. This was my journaling process. Is like, okay, well, if we are in alignment, we're visualizing, we're in alignment, we know that we can manifest. We're powerful manifestors, but when we're vibrating at a low vibration and we're not setting those intentions, not segmenting our day, as Abraham Hicks says, we're in that funk behind closed doors going, what the heck am I doing every single day? And I wanted more than that. So Yasmin says, that beautiful rainbow, brilliant bridge. Oh, do you know what? Wow. That's just hit me. Wow. Years ago on this journey where I've created this vision is I got that download to bridge the gap from training school to vibrant practice building. I'm like, I'm in. And the bridge is the 7 freedoms. So every single day, if you don't know, I have a t-shirt for the chakras every single day. Thank you. Every single day. Wow, I'm gonna try not to cry. Every single day we raise our vibration in that beautiful rainbow. And I had one of my students early on say, I love the rainbow colors. And I didn't. And my son passed 8 years ago. The rainbow, when I see a rainbow, that's like our sign as well. Wow. Thank you so much for that. I want to cry and smile. Like, just, oh, wow. Thank you. Yasmin says, we feeling the feels, deliberate and bringing it in here. Yeah, teach. Teach. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, I just got it. Every single day. I'm open. Every single day is just like, bring me what it is that I need. And that is those rainbow colors. Wow. So the next segment for the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast is gratitude. So can we say gratitude together? Don't know if you journal. Yasmin says thanks a million. Thank you. This is special. There's so much that is downloaded for me today. I will talk about it more on the different days that it pertains to, but a lot that is really manifesting for me. Let me pull the card for today, and then I will do gratitude, if that's okay. I'm looking because I haven't. My gratitude stone is a love heart that my daughter gave me. Forgive me for going really up close to the camera. Let me see where it is. No, I've moved it, but we'll say gratitude anyway. So this is the card for today, from Keepers of the Light. Just to break this episode up, Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. Oh, there you go, Heart Awakening. Wow. Awaken to accept the divine love, give and receive in balance. Wow. I knew this card, picked it, I pulled it a little while ago. But just what you've said at that time right now, give and receive in balance. Absolutely, I'm giving, but I'm absolutely open to receiving. That's just beautiful. Jasmine says Abraham says to switch from gratitude to appreciation. Yeah, I'll share with you. Can't find my gratitude stone. Where is it? Let's see. I want to hang on. 1 second. Normally, I will have it just there with my cards. It is here. I've just got a bunch of stuff on my desk. All right. Anyway, I'll pull the card and then I'll do the gratitude. So the balance. And the way that we say gratitude, I say I'm happy and I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate. So we get it all in, and I'll show you how we do it in just a second. So this card is page. Lady Nada. Do you have oracle cards? I like to pull this. Lady 62 is the page. So bear with me because I actually do have glasses. So if you see me squinting. So it says, Lady Nada is said to be another incarnation of Mary Magdalene. But even if she is, the energies are slightly different. Lady Nada is a mighty spiritual priestess of love who once existed in the land of Atlantis. She is the light force that helps us awaken our heart to the divine love we deserve. Oh, day, night, I'm telling you. I'll read just comment in a second. The light keeper whose essence allows the light within our heart to expand, revealing a truth, real, naked, vulnerable aspect of our soul. Wow. She brings an opportunity to experience divine love, whether through a relationship, adventure, or experience. Extended message. I'm basking. It's because I've got a book on soulmates that I'm living into. And I had on my first date yesterday. So it was just absolutely best first date ever. Extended message. It ended up being like a weekend date. The cave of your heart is opening wide for you to experience divine love. You have an opportunity to overcome past pain, heartbreak, and letdowns. Wow. This is a wonderful time to cherish and love yourself, and and then allow yourself to be cherished and loved by others. If you feel love revealing itself clearly in your heart, have courage and move into a state of trust. When you just get that after a first date, you are reminded that when true love is present, when divine love is present, there are no obstacles to overcome. Wow. It will be there, clear, pure, real, for you to experience. Your relationships are being brought into harmony on all levels of your life. Give and receive divine love with yourself and all those around you. Can you get, like, I could not, I'm going to put that in the book, in the Soulmates book. That is, I'm speechless. Absolutely speechless. Yasmin says, you got it all. Yeah. Yasmin says, my daughter brought them for me, the cards. Did she? Have you got Keepers of the Light? Where is my? Do you know what? It was under the box of the Keepers of the Light. I'm like, I know it's here. I'm quite organized. So this is my gratitude rock stone that I bring in my daughter's love. She's 20, she's almost 21. She gave me it when she was little. We used to say gratitude together as well. Oh gosh. Let me just read your comment. Yasmin says, I'll have my first date in Barbados next year to reflect my financial freedom. It's like, wow, I know. Honestly, I can't. Honestly, I have one like that. Do you? You and I are just going to dance. Thank you so much. This is why I love this. I love the work that I do. So you can just meet someone, right? Your soul tribe, and you just caught me live, and I could sit in my office and record this and then just put it out, but I don't. I do my daily lives live and my YouTube podcast for this reason, exactly for this reason. Absolutely amazing. I'm literally bursting at the seams, honestly. Thank you so much. So the gratitude stone. So you may have heard, and keep your comments coming. I'll pull them in. And so we say, I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate. So we have all of the experiences on our vision board, but what we want to do is bring in what I call the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast, that energy. And the seven freedoms are based on the areas that I mentioned. And I have an acronym for those areas so we can remember them. And I call them the Cheers to Financial Freedom frequency. I call them the intentional living codes. So everybody's, my vibration, your vibration, Yasmin, is different. That's our code. That's our frequency to untap of whatever's on our vision for us to elevate, right, to whatever point that is the tipping point to bring it into physical form. But I didn't want to just have, when I was going through a dark night of the soul and I was journaling, I was like, I want every single area. I had to re-identify myself in every single area. When we go through a dark night of the soul, life doesn't necessarily make sense the way that it used to. So this was my way of coming out and seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. So every single area. So we'll bring them in. You can say, think of something from the past. If you don't think like, oh, in the present, you've got something to be grateful for. Past, present, or predicted future, meaning what is on your vision board, what you want to experience, right? And so, so let me just keep up with these comments. I have one like that. Yes, lives are awesome, aren't they? Yasmin says, I do extremely terrible lives. I'm always on a tangent. Usually they last about an hour. I'll get better. And I challenge you to do 50. So with the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge, I challenge you to do 50 daily lives daily, right? And I've done it. And I did close to 200 lives a couple of years ago on my Facebook until it did the outage, that it was around then. And I came offline and I was fostering 3 children under 5. And I came back online. I've been doing my daily lives, and then I switched it to the YouTube, and then it streams out all over. So this is streaming on Twitter as well, or X, whatever, in my groups, in my online teaching portal, on my YouTube channel, and then and in my in my Facebook groups as well, and on my personal profile. So say I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate. In terms of contribution, what are you happy for? You can write it down, journal, soul speak it into existence. I say, if I raise my vibration, you raise your vibration, one person at a time. Starts with you and I. We ultimately raise the vibration of the collective, because we go out there and we point and we say, I can add transformation to your life, your life, your life. You do this, you do that. And we forget about ourselves. So this process is me walking my own talk and raising my own vibration first, right? So I say I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate. In terms of contribution, this right in the present moment, being able to do the lives. I couldn't stand camera, I hate it. I was like, I ain't going on no camera. And now I'm on it, and I'm on it. I made myself do it. I made myself do video in a way that I didn't have to edit. Like, I've just had dogs up in here, right, in this episode, right? Because you don't expect perfection. I'm a recovered perfectionist. So I'm like, I'm done with that. Just do it. Have a conversation. So I'm happy and grateful and appreciate that I can contribute in this way. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate with my health. I danced the night away. I'm 50. I danced the night away. I had so much fun. It was absolutely epic. And I dance with the young ones, right? I'm happy and grateful and appreciate emotional freedom, the laughter. I've laughed so much this week in our conversations before our first date. And then all this weekend, my cheeks actually hurt from laughing so much and just having that emotional and vibration and that emotional frequency be the same. Just amazing. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate environmental freedom. Although I'm talking about business, I'm talking about having a life while we have business. So I'm happy and grateful and appreciate everything just went so amazing in the environment. Someone coming for a first date who traveled out of their environment to make sure I was comfortable. And he got on his train at 20 minutes past 11 today to go home, and got home at 3:30. All of that time traveling, like far, like hours and hours on a train to come into my environment to make me feel comfortable. And in my own environment, we went out to dinner, we went out for lunch, we went out for drinks, we went out and danced. It just absolutely amazing. I'm really happy and grateful for all of those environments. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate relationships. The relationship with you and I, Yasmin, like, thank you. Like, you've just given me absolute gold with that rainbow. And I'm just in awe. And knowing that you do something with like the vision board and the process, not a vision board, just visualizing and scripting. We're journaling, we're scripting out. It's just phenomenal. So I'm happy and grateful for that. Thank you. I'm happy and grateful in terms of spirituality. This soul guidance, spirit, souls, having a human experience. It's just souls. And yesterday, when we met, because we've been talking and the connection was unreal, but in person, looking through the human lens, it shut off that soul to soul connection. And when we closed our eyes, and obviously we did have a kiss, souls know. And it was just like, wow. Wow. Trust. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate financial freedom. I was taken care for. I was catered for the whole weekend. I bought us a drink each, and then I know I didn't have to. It was absolutely it's just, yeah, out of this world. I'm so happy. But all of the things that I'm mentioning are on my vision board, and I'm just acknowledging and saying thank you to the universe and soul speaking that into existence even more. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. And then we'll do the Bank 50K in 50 days challenge, and then we'll wrap up because I want to respect your time. I'm just looking through your comments, Yasmin. Hang on. Terrible lives. You'll get better. You're a wizard. Thank you. Like a vision box with senses. Oh, wow. For the rainbow. I love that. Absolutely love it. Yeah. It's just, it's noticing and how we ease, grace, and flow, about how we think and how we feel and what we set in our intentions. And when we do the vision board party, I explain and I bring in that segment intending our day from Abraham Hicks. Let's do the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge. And then we've got, what did I read today? The book I'm going to talk about that I read today. Then I'm going to invite you to our monthly call, and then that's it. So this journal is a magical journal, and so if you're familiar with Abraham Hicks and the book Asking It Is Given, they've got a game called the Prosperity Game, and they say it's basically a vibrational money game, and I have a vibrational money voucher for the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge. And so through their game, they say spend money, write it down what you've spent, and then the money doubles every single day. And if you do their challenge for a year, or the prosperity game for a year, you end up spending 66 million. Hang on, 66 million. And I was like, I didn't feel like I could earn 66 million in my business right now. So it didn't feel in alignment to me. So I wanted to create my own game. And then Prosperity Consciousness by Frederick Lerman is another game. It was a cassette tape that I had listened to years ago. And I played the game back then, but not how I play it now. And all of a sudden I'm doing it. And I listened back to the Audible book and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the game. So this journal gives you £1,000, dollars or euros every single day. So we journal it out and we bank 50K in 50 days. So if you had £1,000, dollars or euros every single day, what would you do today? We tithe 10%, the dogs, we tithe 10% to a worthy cause. The worthy cause that I tithe to is Compassionate Friends, which is a charity for bereaved parents, because I am one. I dedicate my work to my son. And so and if I might have to quiet the dogs. And so the rest of the vibration that you want to come from is spending the vibrational money on your vision board experiences, because it's not about the money, it's about experiences, how we launch our day, lead our day, and leave our day. That date costs money. That train ticket costs money. The hotel costs money, right? It's like, we need that if we want a date night, right? So we come from the space that all our bills are paid, our taxes are paid, and our savings are done. So what would you spend your vibrational money voucher on? And this is how we bank 50K in 50 days, and we do it vibrationally. And then I will teach you how to do it in business. Yasmin says, I'm open. I love taking the seriousness out of adding the play. Yes, to the money, right? The financial freedom. Scooby approves of the barking. Your dog? Have you got a dog? That is funny. So they're my niece's dog. So we that's how we do it, right? And so every single day you will do this process, and I challenge you to do it for 50 days, living an intentional life for 50 days. And so, and I'd let them out not long ago. So then when we can spend it, but if you don't want to do it every single day, you can carry it over to the next day, but you've got to spend it by today, Sunday. So 7K every single week. We've tithed, we spend it, literally go out and look online and spend it. And on Sundays, I share what I spent my vibrational money voucher on. So today, get this right. So my day is a chef. And I was talking about retreats and different things. So I spent my vibrational money voucher on some retreat training for a chef, because I want to do retreats and I'm dating for marriage. And I also spent the money on a retreat in Bali, like around chefing and cooking and all the things. And I'm like, yeah, it's like we plan to cook and he's going to show me how to cook and all the things. And so, yeah, and it costs me, how much did it cost me? I've written it down, but let me see. So we have that money. So I spent my 6,300. It was just over that, to be fair. I think it was 6,500 and something on that. And so I went to the website, I pressed it. I was like, okay, well, it's going to be 50 in March. If it goes well, I'll do that for a birthday present. And it was just like, all of a sudden I got this idea. I typed it into Google, and then I was like, This thing didn't even know that even existed. And I need to do a retreat, go to a retreat, but before I host my retreat, love it. Barbados. Is that what you're spending it on? My mum's ex-husband was from Barbados. I went to Barbados in, I wouldn't say in what year, when I was 8. I loved it. Your birthday's in March too, is it? I can't tell you the date of his birthday, but if you tell me the date of yours, I'll be able to tell you whether it's the same. And so on my day, I'll just share this really quickly with you. On my day, we were at a bar, and it was out on the marina, and we were talking about yachts and all the things. And there was a guy next to me, and his family. He looks like my dad passed 10 years ago, 10 days after my granddaughter was born. He looked like my dad's best friend. I knew he was part of that family. And I said, "Are you this family?" And he said, "Yes." And so I said, "Gosh, you look like your dad." And he said, "Who's your dad?" So I told him, and he went, "Oh my gosh, mentioned my dad's name." And he said, "Your dad and your mum are my godparents." And I was like, "What?" We got a picture to send to my mum and all things. I did not know that. And for me, that was my dad's confirmation. Like, yeah, you're on the right day and you're in the right. I love it. 444 days during COVID for you going to in Barbados. Is that where you are? Oh my God. I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Like literally. So the next book that I'm writing, so I've done my book. When we're going to do the co-author book series, I'd love to know if you have a spiritual awakening story to come into the book, the co-author book series, and contribute. And then the next book is called Waiting for the One, Soulmate, Sex and Marriage, the ultimate guide to soulmate attraction, sensual sex, and a magic marriage. I'm just saying. So I'm just like, oh, yeah. You was in Barbados. Oh, were you? Wow. For 444 days in COVID, were you? What? Oh, so this is why your girl I gave up my home in August after fostering, and I'm like, I'm going to travel the world, do all the things. Yes. I love it. Thank you. So we've done the game, we've done the card. The book that I listened to for today was The Science of Getting Rich. Well, we kind of know what the science of getting rich is, right? The law of attraction. But as a law of vibration teacher, we want to go deeper and be in that vibrational frequency. And again, manifesting the book came today. The paperback book came today. The date was this weekend. And then I'm like, well, I don't know when I'd write the Soulmates book. And I'm like, well, if that goes well, I'll just do it on our anniversary. And he goes, yeah, because next year is a leap year. And I was like, what does that mean? I was like, oh, when the woman asked the guy to get married, he goes like, whatever. I'm like, better say yes, but not forcing it. But there's a whole process that I have for manifesting your soulmate, manifesting your husband, manifesting your twin, all the things. Oh, it's just beautiful. All right, so that was the book. I'm not even going to go into the book because I know that we're at an hour and I want to respect your time. I have the links to the show notes for the YouTube podcast. Subscribe to the Soul Legacy TV. Come to the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Masterclass Bank 50K 50 Days Challenge. That happens on the last Monday of the month at 9 p.m. UK time. I've pushed that back to the end of January, so we're going to do the launch after the Vision Board Challenge. And then I have the Spiritual Entrepreneurs Best-Selling Book Launch Club. Would love to have you in there, Yasmin. If you are relaunching your book, you want to share a chapter of your book, introducing yourself and your business and all the things so that we can support you. If you have an offer on your book, then I'm happy, to purchase and give a review and all those things. I really want us as authors to really come together and share our work out in the world. I think it's absolutely amazing. I think that is it as the magician and having it all. I think we've covered everything. I don't want to dive too deep into the book, but every single day I listen to a book, and I listen to it on my way back from the train station. And I'm like, yeah, we need that financial freedom. We need to be okay with receiving the money and working with our soul clients in a way that, calls in our soul tribe and for you building your Facebook group and calling in your soul tribe and then wanting to do lives, I think, you know, we're definitely in alignment and we're definitely here for a reason. Again, I would love to support you. I'm super excited to have you on the Vision Board Challenge. So yeah, that's it. If you have any more comments, I will come back and have a look on the live. I definitely will. Yasmin, if you go to Facebook and you type in spiritual business vision board, bank 50K in 50 days, or just spiritual business vision board challenge, you'll see the group and you can ask to join. I'm going to put some different questions on there, but I'll tag you and I'll get you into the group anyway. And then, you know, when people say, we've got to do this week, we don't have to do it this week. You've got a whole entire year to just bask in the energy and bring in your own processes as well. So that is it for me. Again, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please share this out. This was the most epic episode ever. I think this is my favorite episode. No, I think this has been my favorite episode ever of all time of doing any live. It's just absolutely been amazing. So thank you so much for jumping on here with me. Again, share your gifts, shine your light, because you are born to serve. Here's to showing up, speaking out, and serving deep. Be blessed in your soul purpose. Take care. Big love. Let's bask playfully. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Take care. Big love. I shall see you tomorrow for Contribution Freedom Monday. And again, the Vision Board Challenge, which happens annually. So no matter when you go to the YouTube channel, you'll see the next live or the next annual live, which you can click on and get notified on the YouTube channel. And when we go live, you can come and you can comment and we can dance and play. All right. I shall speak to you soon. Take care.